portions using the same two standards as our last lesson. All right, so let's do a quick review. If you want to draw your line down and write review over here, let's review using the factor of change. Go ahead and solve these two. Come back when you're done. All right, let's see how you did. 2 to 12, we start on the side that has both. That's times 6. 5 times 6 is 30. Answer's 30. 6 was my factor of change. It got 6 times bigger. 6 to 15, that doesn't go nice, so I simplify. In this case, I'm going to simplify by 2. So I'm going to basically go down by 2, which would make this 3. Divide this by 2 is 8. So I went down by 2 to now go up by 5. And 5 times 8 is 40. So again, the factor of change, I made it 2 times smaller to make it 5 times bigger. So now, what happens when they don't play nice? We have 3 different ways we're going to solve. So I want you to write the word solve. 1 was we use the factor of change. 2, we simplify. The third way is we're going to cross multiply. So make sure you have those 3 ways. And those are the order I'd like you to think about this. Always think the factor of change first. Okay, that doesn't work. Can I simplify? That doesn't work. So then I'm going to cross multiply. So let's take a look. So in this case, I start on the side that has both. 15 does not go to 20, so it doesn't play nice. So then I look here. Can I simplify? Is there anything that can go into 15 and 16? I can't simplify these two. This isn't multiplication. Plus, I couldn't do that anyways because those are 2 numerators. Nope. So now what do? Is let's use that idea of cross multiplying that we've been checking with. So go ahead and take out your calculator and take 20 times 16. Well, 20 times 16 gives me 320. All right, so then we would have taken 15 times something. We don't know what that something is, so let's think about that. It was 15 times something, but that has to equal 320. So if that equals 320, we could figure out what that is by dividing 320 divided by 15. So let's try that. And that gets me 21.3 repeating. So yes, my answers can have decimals in them. So let's see if that works. Leave that in your calculator, 21.3 repeating, and let's times that by 15, just because we would cross to check. Did you get 320? It works, so my answer was 21.3. We're going to use this method especially when we deal with money. So let's try another one. 4 does not go to 18, so they don't go in nice. I cannot simplify. 3/4 is already simplified. So let's look across. 3 times 18. 3 times 18 is 54. And if I look across this way, we would have 4 times that letter X. Well, that has to equal 54. Remember, the 2 sides have to equal each other. So if I would have 4 times something has to equal 54, I can just take 54 divided by 4 to get that missing blank. So 54 divided by 4 gets me 13.5. So 13.5 is what's missing. Let's check it. 13.5 times 4 is 54. So you got it. So go ahead and try these two. Stop the video now. Okay, let's take a look. 3, I always check that first. Nope. I cannot simplify, so I'm going to multiply these 2 across. Is a 22. And now I have 3 times this y or blank, so 3 times something has to equal this 22. Well, to find out what it equals, I can take 22 divided by 3. Sometimes it's better to write it down, even that division problem, so you remember what you're doing later on. Gives me 7.3 repeating. So this number here is 7.3 repeating. Well, if I put it in this blank, just to check it, Remember, and I have to have all the 3's there, so leave that on your calculator. Let's times by 3, and I get back to 22, so I know I was right. Okay, let's try this next one. They don't go in nice because 11 divided by anything doesn't give me 4. This cannot be simplified, so then I cross multiply. 12 times 4 is 48. So it's 11 times something. 11 times something has to give me that 48. So in order to figure that out, I would take 48 divided by 11. Well, divided by 11 gives me, 4.363636. Remember, that's repeating. So this missing blank is 4.36 repeating. Well, I'm going to check it. If I put it in here, leave it in my calculator, times that by 11, do I get 48? And yes, I do. So remember, you have 3 ways to do this. The factor of change, to simplify, and then to cross multiply them. And that was our checking system we've been using so far.